What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to Comic Breakdown. And today we're getting into Ultimate Spider-Man Incursion, issue number 4. This is a really fun issue. We get to see Miles Morales, Maystorm versus Magik. Now, Ultimate Spider-Man Incursion has really been focusing on Miles Morales trying to get back his kid sister. This is what brings May and Miles to this frozen tundra. Traveling in the snow for quite some time, they're able to find a cabin. Thankfully, this thing is empty. They get inside, and Maystorm, she uses her powers to kind of warm things up a bit. She's pretty much creating like an air pocket of heat, which I would argue, why weren't you doing that out in the snow? Like maybe it would cause you to go too far down. Maybe only the top level's hard. Like, who knows? Maybe there's probably 1,001 reasons depending on how deep the snow is, so on and so forth. But it's a nice little trick to have if you're out in the mountains and you can just gather warm heat up. But while the two of them sit here in the cabin, May kind of wants to know about Storm, the Storm from his universe. And he tells her pretty much everything that we would expect him to know. Some say that she's one of the strongest, if not the strongest mutant. Some even call her a goddess. Now, May really wants to carry on with this conversation, but Miles, he's just in a bad state. He's been looking for Billy for a very long time, and he's running out of hope. He misses everybody back home. He misses his girlfriend. He misses all of it. But as the two of them, they hunker down for the night, they start to get some sleep. Miles is staring up at the ceiling, and this is when he sees a spider. But this is not just any spider. This is our African spider god. This is Anansi. He shows up and he lets Miles know that my powers, they're still weak in this universe. But reminding him, like, Miles, you're still my champion. But even so, I've yet to fully spin my web into this universe. He's pretty much saying, like, he doesn't really belong in this place, yet he's here because Miles is here. But his tether to this universe, it might not last forever. It might not last long. Now, of course, Miles is ecstatic that he's here. And of course, the first thing that he's gonna ask is, can you help me find my sister Billy? But he tells him that this is something I can't do. The connection to this world is all too new. He's not able to extend his reach out. But he tries to tell Miles, like, this is an opportunity to look at the glass half full. This makes for a very exciting story. And you, Miles Morales, you are my champion, my avatar. I don't know where your story's gonna go. I don't know how this is gonna play out. But as long as there is myths to be told and songs to be sung, he will make sure that he is by Miles' side as his time comes to an end, reaching his limit of being able to be in this universe. But reminding Miles to not fear, because I chose you as my champion for a reason. You have strength beyond your strength, resolve beyond your resolve. He may be a god of many tricks, but he is never a liar. This is what takes us to the next day. The sun begins to rise up, and we have Magik that is just slaying dudes. Like, straight taking down giants. And Magik is currently discussing the rogue faction of Captain Britain Black Knights. Discussing this with Captain Britain. But he tries to say that this attack on Magik, it wasn't his doing. That this was a rogue commander acting on his own. And Bruce Banner had said something similar about the Children of the Light ninja attack. All of this seems to be in an effort to get the child, to get Billy. Now, they brought her to the city thinking it would have some kind of effect on the Maker's shield, but it hasn't done anything. They don't really know what to do at this point. They don't know how Billy is involved in everything. They just know that the Maker's signature is all over her. They believe that in some way, shape, or form, they can open or close or permanently close the Maker's little makeshift shield that he created, his dome. What they're working on right now, they're technicians that have been working for weeks. They've been constructing an apparatus to channel her aura into the right pulse sequence, and once it's ready, they're going to activate it. Now, in activating this is going to kill Billy. Of course, Magik and the others, they don't care about that. They care about what weapon they can wield. Now, while all of this is going on, this is where May and Spider-Man show up. Spider-Man draws out his sword. Magik draws out hers. We see the two of them go toe to toe, but you know, it is kind of weird here. And I guess it kind of makes sense. It's like Miles doesn't really know Magik, doesn't really know Storm. That's how it's been kind of betrayed. You would think that he's been in New York long enough to fully understand these people, or at least start to understand some of their weapons. I guess Magik's more understandable that he doesn't know anything about her soul sword. So when she comes at him, she's able to cut right through his suit, something he didn't expect at all. And with May getting thrown down, they quickly realize that they're not going to be able to fight this without some kind of coordination, that this Magik is way more aggressive than the one in his universe. She is not stopping for a second to let them breathe, but finally being able to get some balance. We see Magik hit with wind, but then also hit with some webs. And Magik stops and she's like, what are you even trying to do here? This is where May and Spider-Man, they both pull those webs as hard as they can. Each of them throw up a foot, and we see Magik laid the hell out. Now they're able to take down Magik, or at least they're able to temporarily put her out of the equation so that they can try and get inside and find Billy. But what they didn't know is that Emmanuel DaCosta was already making his play. You see, while the Black Knights were fighting Magik on the outside, with Spider-Man showing up, this gave him the prime opportunity to come in. In a split second, he drops all of the scientists. Billy is finally his. As they teleport out, we see them arrive at the dome, and he lifts Billy up. We prepare for the grand finale at the Maker's doorsteps. That is where this issue will end. So let me know what you guys think down in the comments. This was a fun issue, though I really do wish that the fight with Magik was a little bit more. I think it's a fair fight in this circumstance. You know, Magik didn't know what she was getting into. She didn't know Spider-Man, she didn't know May, whereas Miles, he at least understands the fundamentals of Magik. So they came in with a small advantage, and then honestly, they just got lucky knocking her down. This is a kind of fool me once situation, you know what I mean? Like, Magik's definitely not gonna fall for that again. But more than likely, Miles might not have to deal with that because DaCosta's taken the baby. He's taken the baby, he's gone to the Maker's dome, and now he stands outside of it. Magik had mentioned that it can close it indefinitely, or it can open it up. Billy's aura, that is. But can it actually do that? Is it actually that? Or is this all just coincidence because Billy was teleported here by the Maker's energy? Like, is this just like a mistaken identity, a mistaken magical signature identity? You know what I'm saying? Like, they all think that this baby's actually something crazy special that can open it up. Maybe that's true. Maybe it is. Or maybe this is just baby Billy who accidentally got teleported to another universe and is getting thrown into a Game of Thrones, if you will. Miles had mentioned that May and Storm would probably get along great, and I think that is 100% true, and I wish that I could see that. Even if it's for a day, May and Storm together, May being able to see her hero, like, it would be absolutely awesome. But with this story coming to an end and the Ultimate Universe as a whole really coming to its pinnacle moment where the Maker comes out, we are only a couple months away. What happens from there? That's gonna be the beginning of the end. So let me know what you guys think. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know your theories. If you want to get caught up on everything that has been going on with the Ultimate Universe, go ahead, check out the link in my description as well as the top of this video. It's going to get you completely caught up on everything that has been going on with this series. If you would like to support the channel, you can always do so by joining the channel membership. This is a lot like Patreon, having a bunch of different tiers from $1 to $50. It really does help out the channel tremendously, but if you're not able to do that, please simply do me the favor of subscribing to the channel, liking this video, hitting that notification bell, and with that being said, until the next breakdown.